In this video, we're going to walk through how to create an About Me page using Adobe Spark and Google Slides. So here is an example, and this idea was from Claudio, and here is his Twitter post with his own version, and you can kind of see on this post all of these other educators and how they kind of redesigned theirs to kind of everybody kind of has their own version of this. So again, kind of a really cool project for you to see. So the first thing you're going to do is students are going to brainstorm words that describe them. So you can kind of see mine. You can go back on that Twitter post, which is right here in that speaker note, and you can review other educators as well. Once you have that list, they're ready to design. Also, another idea with this is maybe put a blank sheet of paper on a student's back, and students go around and they write one word that might describe a person. This could help with that brainstorming, and then they could pick from that class list of 24 different words on their back and create using what their classmates said about them. You could also have them Google different characteristics as well. So the first thing they're going to do is open up that camera app on their Chromebook. Once they have that camera app, they are going to take a quick photo of themselves using that camera app. Once they have that camera app, they're going to use this template. I'm going to try to go to an account where I don't think there is an Adobe account created. So that way we can kind of walk through this step. So I'm going to hit Remix This Design, and I'm going to sign in with Google. Students are going to sign in with their password for their Google account, and it might ask them for their birthday. So let's go ahead and try, let's see here, 2004. And then students will be prompted to this photo. So again, they have to type in that information just kind of like I did. Once they're in here, they can exit out of all of these and say, got it. And then they're going to take his photo and hit replace. They're going to replace it with the photo that they took on their computer. So they're going to hit upload photo. I always tell kids to go to the recent when it opens up, and then it should be the first one on there. So there's my photo. And then they're just going to double click on this text, and it's going to pop up over here, and they're going to replace it with their words. So they're going to come in and they're going to add their own words for their design. So if I came in here, let me try to grab mine real quick. That way I don't have to retype everything. And again, that's where the students are using the back of their back paper, or they're creating their own. Whatever they kind of want to do is what they're kind of using for that activity. Okay, so let me grab these words. That way I don't have to retype them all in. I would suggest having 8 to 9 different words for each student. They could put even, brother, sister. They can put whatever they kind of want that describes them as students. Okay, so there's my words. And then I'm just going to kind of go in here, fix any up that I need to, add a space in between any of them that I might need to. Take away any spaces. Okay, make that capital. There we go. And then see that white space? Students are going to need to kind of realign this. So they're going to make this bigger. And they're just going to kind of drag it right about there. And then right here, there's two options. Students can make it bigger, but see how it's kind of coming off the page? So I'm kind of taking it backwards to the left to kind of hide it off the paper. And that's what's kind of aligning it to be perfect like that. And I want to bring it up just a little bit right there. Students can come in here and they can take their colors. They can change it if they want to. Just have them remember that they need to change every part of this. They might want to leave it like that. Students might want to come in here and they might want to change that text color or whatever they want to do. They're able to do those different activities. Also right here, I could change the font. So let students kind of have fun with this and kind of see what they come up with as well. They could maybe add a shadow. They could not add a shadow. But students can kind of come in here and they're able to design their own words that describe them. So that is using Adobe Spark. Once the students are all done with their words and activities, and again, if you wanted them to, they could add more words, they could do less words. whatever you kind of want them to do. Students will then download this as a PNG, and then they can send it to Google Classroom. They can send it to you in a Google slide deck that's shared, and kind of share their words that way as well. Okay, so that's the Adobe Spark version. Right here, though, Emma, she had her students do it on Google Slides, or she did it on Google Slides. So again, same steps. They're going to brainstorm. It's a little bit easier, but you don't get the cool effect of this one, how the words are kind of transparent. And so right here, you can see I have my photo. Students would just click the photo. They would hit replace and they would upload their photo. They can even take their photo by hitting camera. So they don't even have to go in and take a photo using the camera app. They can just hit camera and take their photo right there and there in the slide deck. And then they add their words. They can change their font. They can change their colors, whatever they want to do. So just another version. Again, it does look a little bit differently than the Adobe Spark one, but it is probably a lot easier than the Adobe Spark version because students are not having to resize everything. Cannot wait to see what your students create.